Hello friends, welcome to MovieCap channel. Two guys get stuck in a car surrounded by zombies. They can't get out of the car because the car has been taken over by zombies. They only have enough food for 3 days, so can they get out of the car? The story takes us to a world ruled by zombies. There we see Mickey and Benny, two friends of the survivors, looking for food. They are forced to walk through forests and rivers in order to protect themselves from zombies. These Englishmen hide from bloodthirsty zombies and occasionally break into houses in search of food. In fact, the world of zombies turns out to be boring for friends. Ben quickly adapted to the new situation. He learned to kill zombies and find food. Mickey, on the other hand, is afraid of zombies and occasionally listens to music on his headphones to calm himself down. The guys look around and find an abandoned car. A zombie woman jumps out of the driver's seat and tries to throw herself at them. Ben easily shoots him and the lucky friends continue their journey in the car. On the way, Mickey invites his ex-lover to come into his house. Mickey finds his ex-boyfriend rummaging through his room while Ben forages. Ben looks around the house looking for things they might need on the way. After a while, he finds a battery-powered walkie-talkie among the things. The guys take blankets and pillows from home to spend the night in the car. Tired of spending the night in the car, Mickey offers to stay home for a while. Ben reminds his friend that they must always be on the move to stay alive. The friends argue a little and decide to continue on their way. One day they stop on the road to rest and Mickey puts in a battery for the walkie-talkie. He and Ben decide to check the walkie-talkie range. They suddenly pick up the signal of others and hear their conversation. Over the walkie-talkie, the survivors discuss the shopping list. Mickey hadn't heard a stranger's voice in a long time. He listens to the conversation and is sure that the strangers are living peacefully in the camp as before. Mickey asks to join the camp. Hearing a harsh voice from the walkie-talkie, they reject his request. Mickey is back on the walkie-talkie when he hears someone telling a woman named Annie to block them. Mickey desperately tries to negotiate with the strangers. They disconnect the walkie-talkie, and Mickey tries to get on the air by calling a woman named Annie. Ben taunts him by showing him that a girl he doesn't know has a crush on him. Ben believes that love only exists in movies, advises him to follow her example to survive in real life. As always, they are searching for food in other people's houses. Suddenly, Mickey runs to the car, seeing that there are zombies inside. Ben encourages him to calm down and kill the zombies. After getting no response from Mickey, Ben himself kills the bombers by hitting them with a stick. A little while later, Mickey is sleeping alone in a car when he is approached by a zombie woman. When he wakes up, he is horrified to see a zombie, the first time he has faced a zombie alone. He asks Ben for help over the walkie-talkie. After a while, he gets used to the zombies. When a female zombie rubs against a car window, she remembers her romantic relationship with her previous lover. Mickey decides to take advantage of the situation, since he has spent a lot of time without intimacy. Mickey starts relieving himself in the car by looking at the zombie girl. At Mickey's climax, Ben returns to the car and shoots the zombie girl in the head. They hit the road again and go to the abandoned houses. Conflict between friends will increase. Mickey says he's staying at this house tonight. Ben agrees and removes the headset from his hand. Ben says he's doing it for his own safety, to keep the zombies from hearing the loud music. Ben asks him to work as a team and try to survive. Mickey is excited by his friend's words and goes to his room to check the walkie-talkie. Suddenly he hears Annie's voice again and tells him that he is suffering from loneliness and that he is fed up with life. Annie reports that life is good in the camp where people are living as before. Meanwhile, Ben lets himself relax and turns up the music player and dances with a pistol in his hand. After a while, he hears the voice of a zombie. Outside, he sees a zombie and takes him hostage and locks him in the room where Mickey is sleeping. Inside was a weapon to kill a zombie. Ben did it so his friend could learn to defend himself. Ben didn't open the door despite Mickey screaming in agony from the zombies inside. After a while the noise subsided and Ben entered. Mickey was killed by a zombie with blood all over him and a stick in his hand. Mickey gets mad at Ben and punches him in the face. After a while, Mickey comes to their senses and they talk outside. Mickey says on the walkie-talkie that he talked to the woman from yesterday. Ben says to forget the camp and the woman, they don't include strangers. Losing hope for a normal life, Mickey begins to cry. Ben calms her down and they resume their journey as before. They forget their worries and relax in the quiet nature, have fun, fish, play baseball with apples and eat fruit from the tree. One day they come across an abandoned car in the middle of the road. Ben tries to get gas for the car. Mickey grabs the hood of the car while it's still warm, and Ben calls out to him, assuming the owner is nearby. No one answers them, and Ben continues his work. After a while, Mickey is taken hostage by a stranger. The stranger holds a knife to his throat and demands Ben's car keys. Ben hears a stranger rushing to Arizona. According to him, someone is following him. Ben asks who the stalkers are in an attempt to clarify the situation. The stranger tells Ben that he will kill Mickey without telling Ben about them. Ben reassures him that the key is in the car and asks him to let his friend go as he drops the gun. The stranger accepts Benny's offer, lets go of Mickey and gets into the car. It turns out that Ben cheated on her. The stranger tries to escape, but Ben shoots him dead. Mickey doesn't care about Ben's work as the stranger rushes to his family. Suddenly, uninvited guests arrive. A woman's voice is heard from inside the car. They say they are for peace, they came only to take the car. A woman gets out of the car and approaches them with her assistant. The woman asks what happened, and Ben shows them that the driver is lying dead up ahead. The woman curiously asks what the stranger was talking about. Ben says that he hardly ever said anything. Mickey remembers hearing her voice on the radio and asks if her name is Annie. The woman shoots Benny in the leg and pops Mickey. He throws his car key into the grass and tells them that he will kill them if they come out in front of him again and leaves. Mickey is looking for his car key but can't find it. In the evening they decide to spend the night in the car. After a few hours, they hear different sounds. When they turn on the car lights, they see that they are surrounded by zombies. The next day we see them surrounded by zombies. Zombies cannot enter the car, they can only move the car. Ben tries to find a way out of the situation and kills several zombies by opening the top of the car. Benny couldn't go far because of his leg injury. He blames Mickey for this and they argue a bit. After a few hours, they realize that their food will not go far. Now the guys can only guess what will happen. The next day, the friends cover all the windows with blankets, hoping the zombies won't see them and leave them alone. But the zombies never leave them. The guys decide to pass the time by getting drunk so they don't go completely insane. They must try to get the car key and escape from this hell. The next day, Mickey decides to bring the key and leaves the car. Ben is left alone in the car with all sorts of thoughts running through his mind. A few hours later, Mickey returns. Ben asks her if she found the key. It turns out that Mickey was bitten on the arm by zombies. Ben is confused because his friend is now a zombie too. Ben shoots Mickey in the head and is left alone. He tries to call for help on the walkie-talkie, but to no avail. He now decides to go out despite his leg injury. At the end of the movie, we see Ben outside, surrounded by zombies. Thank you for your attention.